So this is the Sigma 24-70mm F2.8 lens for Sony, and today we're going to be talking about why you should have this lens and how it stacks up against the competition as well. So the Sigma 24-70mm is priced at $1,100, which is very close to the Tamron 28-75mm lens, which is $899, I think, so $900. But I think, in my opinion, this is more of a direct comparison to the Sony G Master 24-70, which is double the price at $2,200. The build quality on this lens is pretty rock solid. Unlike Tamron's plastic body, the lens uses metal just like G Master, and just like the G Master, the lens offers an AF manual switch, the custom function button, and the zoom lock, all of which is lacking on the Tamron 28-75. You know, with the plastic body does come with an upside with weight, and it's noticeably lighter by 300 grams. So if being lightweight is the utmost importance to you, then the Tamron 28-75 is the clear winner. And I'm not saying the Tamron is a bad quality lens by any means. It's definitely a solid feeling one. And by the way, I am using the Tamron 28-75 right now to shoot this A-roll, so let me know how that looks, since I'm holding the Sigma 24-70 right here. So yeah, all of the lenses across the lineup does extend like this, including the G Master, but my personal preference is I wish it would internally zoom like the Sigma 18-35, but I'm pretty sure that's universal. And this still balances fine with the gimbal. I usually just balance at the halfway point, and this becomes an amazing all-around gimbal setup as well. The lens is a bit heavier and bigger at 82mm in diameter compared to 67mm, but the gimbal still manages. With the 24mm, you can get wide establishing shots, and zooming into 70 will get you nice, stable, tight shots. And the autofocus with this lens is amazing as well. It's spectacular, ultra fast, and accurate. And the autofocus continuous is amazing as well. I know Sigma has some issue with autofocus in the past, but now that this is using the fly-by-wire system, it's a lot more quicker and accurate. And there's honestly no noticeable difference in autofocus performance compared to the Tamron and the Sigma. In normal day-to-day use, both of these are excellent and reliable, and no real complaints here. So there is a difference on how the manual focus works on the Sigma and the Tamron. The Sigma uses linear constant focus, while the Tamron uses accelerated focus, meaning that if you change the focus ring really fast, then the focus distance changes very quickly as well, while the Sigma is constant and linear all throughout, which I prefer more with that consistency. So yeah, I do prefer how the Sigma works with their linear focus rather than Tamron's, but to each their own. Photo and video sharpness on this lens is amazing as well. I have really no complaints with this lens and the images it produces out of them. it's super sharp all across the board and wide open at f2.8. I've never been too technical with my pictures and videos, so I don't want to just talk out of my ass. So for me, I'm really comfortable shooting with this lens and confident with each shot it produces, which really are the main things that matter to me. Originally, when I got the Sony a7 III, I had the Tamron 28-75mm with it for about a year, and I absolutely loved the lens. And the only comparable lens at the time was the Sony G Master, which was an insane price difference. It's super lightweight, fast, sharp, no complaints at all. But even then, I knew that 28mm just wasn't wide enough. It just didn't achieve that wide look. I had the Rokinon 24mm to pair up with the Tamron 28-75, and that was fine. But with the Sigma 24-70mm coming along and still managing to cut the Sony G Master's price in half is impressive. This is totally subjective, and 28mm might be wide enough for you, or you want to go ahead and pair it with the Tamron 17-28mm. That's a fantastic combination as well, and significantly cheaper than the Sigma 14-24 and 24-70mm combo at this point. But if you're looking for that one complete lens for the Sony system, then the Sigma 24-70mm should be your first option. And 24-70mm covers such a wide range of formats. Like you could do wedding photography with it, concerts, street photography, and vlogging, YouTube content creation. It might not cover animal or wildlife landscape, but for a lot of people, this is a definite recommendation, and anybody that gets this lens will be very happy. In my personal opinion, and the stuff that I do, this is the dream world. In my personal opinion, I wish Sigma came out with the 24-35mm F2 for the Sony. I know they have it for the Nikon, the old Nikon and the Canon systems. I wish they came out with that lens. If they came out with that lens, that will be such a dream for me, because 24-35 and what I do covers 80% of the shots. That's 3 primes in one, 24, 28, and 35 at f2, right? And for anything else, I could pair with the Sony 85mm that I have right there, and boom. In my opinion, that will be the dream lens for me. But for now, this Sigma 24-70 will do. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is a fantastic lens, and if you want to get it, links down below, and make sure to follow me on Instagram as well. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Taiga Fukuyama. So that's where all my stuff is. So I know I don't post on YouTube often. I will, hopefully. But that pretty much wraps it up. Make sure to subscribe. Yeah. I'll see y'all in the next one, guys. I'll see y'all.